that's up there. Hey, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing today? We have a special episode of a podcast about nothing. And today I got someone in the studio that is going to tell us about this miraculous event that started last year. And I can't wait for you guys to hear it. Today we have with us Miss Kathleen Stanley. How you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. It's a great day, Corey.
Yo, I'm excited. There's so many things that I wanted to not just talk to you about, but I'm really excited for whoever's watching out there to learn about this event. And to really see what's going on, because it's a special thing. So the event is called the Great Heinz Caper.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys can see it. I think it's right there. You can kind of see
right
it.
There.
It's one of those things that you see the big ketchup bottle. If you've been seeing it around town, this is why. This is absolutely why. So if you don't mind telling us a little bit about the Great Heinz Caper.
Yeah.
What is it for those that don't know?
Well, the Great Heinz Caper is a live game of Clue that takes place on the streets of Sharpsburg.
Ooh.
Now, there's
Clue came from a real honest place. Go ahead.
Yes. The reason we call it the Great Heinz Caper is, if you don't already know, Sharpsburg is the home to H.J. Heinz.
Absolutely.
This is where he bottled the first ketchup and relish, right here, just down the street. So when we were looking for fun ways to bring the community together, to bring the businesses together, and also to raise some funds for this amazing outreach center in Sharpsburg called
Absolutely.
Roots of Faith.
Absolutely.
We thought, what better way than to do something really fun to drive people to this town?
Yeah.
So last year we did the Great Heinz Caper, and it was based on this semi-true story that one of our business owners stole the iconic Andy Warhol ketchup bottle painting from the Heinz factory.
Okay, so I'm an artist, right?
Yeah.
I know a print when I see one, but that looks original. That looks
Let me just flip this over.
Okay, what's going on? Oh no.
It's from the Andy Warhol estate. So the Heinz family donated this to Roots of Faith, and it is a signed lithograph from Andy Warhol.
So Andy Warhol himself has actually signed that piece right there.
No.
Okay.
I think he was gone before that was done.
Before it actually happened?
Yep.
I got you.
Yep. But it is his signature, and they donated this piece so that we could use for the Heinz Caper, and one of our business owners stole it.
Yeah, I do remember that. I seen it. It was a big thing. If I'm not mistaken, was it Mr. Gino?
It was Gino from Gino Brothers Pizza.
But you know what the funniest thing was? I believe my mentor was arrested. He was framed, if I'm not mistaken. Can you explain what happened?
Yeah, so, over 200 people came to Sharpsburg last year and went from business to business collecting clues. And we had actors at each site who would kind of steer you in the wrong direction.
Okay.
And at some sites you had to play a game to get the clue, and hopefully you figured it out, but Gino was the one who stole the painting, and they came right over to Roots of Faith at the end of the day, and they arrested him, put him in the paddy wagon, off he went.
And took him out of here.
Like the thief that he is. Took him out of this town.
So let me see. So someone can sign up to participate in this event, and then they have to go from location to location grabbing clues.
Yep.
Then they have an opportunity to say the butler did it. Type thing.
Butler did it in the den with the hammer.
Okay, but all of this though, there's something at the end of this though, right? They if they get it correct, if they get it right, they win a prize.
$500.
$500?
$500 for the winning team or the winning individual. And I got to tell you, we time it down to the second.
Seriously?
Down to the second. So we have clocks and time machines, and they get, not Back to the Future, but we have a time stamper, and, everybody starts at Roots of Faith. So you sign up on Eventbrite, just type in the Great Heinz Caper and you'll find it.
Right.
And you pick a time slot, because every 15 minutes from 11 o'clock until 1, there are teams going out into the community. So you pick a time slot, you start at Roots of Faith, we give you a packet, we show you the dead body.
You get to see the dead body.
You get to see the dead body.
That's a little too much right there.
Come on, Corey. Don't be a baby.
Hey, that is amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. They get to see the dead body.
They will. They'll get to see the dead body, and we have like maybe a 5-minute orientation, so we'll give them all the rules, we'll give them the whole story, and then we timestamp their envelope, and out they go.
And then out they go.
Yep, and they have a whole little pamphlet. They've got to go to each clue site and pick up a clue. This year we've got some cool things happening though.
Don't hold it from us. Let us know what's happening today.
Well, there's some really fantastic murals in this town, so we probably hid some things in those murals you have to find.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like what?
I'm not telling.
Okay, all right, I tried. I gave it a shot.
No.
I gave it a shot.
Yeah.
So okay. This is interesting because this is going to be my first year participating. Last year, I did get a chance to see the idea play out, and it was grand. I mean, there was how many people?
Over 200.
Over 200 people participated last year. And for anybody that's watching out there, if you go in the comments section right now of this video, there is a link to the Eventbrite where you can sign up, because we already have, we're like 2 weeks out.
Yep.
Maybe a week out, about a week out, and there's already more than 200 plus people.
I think we're a little over 200. And today, this is coming off of viewing on Pittsburgh Today Live this morning, so
that's right.
You're our second stop this morning, but my favorite. And Pittsburgh Today Live did a whole episode about the Heinz Caper, and
yes, and if you guys look on the screen, it's actually up there right now. So there was everybody that was part of it. We seen the chief of police, I believe Nancy Goldberg.
Yep.
We seen Barb. Miss Barb was there.
We saw Miss Barb. We saw Katie, who last year and this year too, supposedly is the love child of Andy Warhol.
Oh.
She could have done it. There's a lot of motive there.
Stop it.
There's a lot of motive there for Katie to have committed this murder.
That's true. Maybe it's a possibility. You know what? Maybe Nancy has something to do with it.
Nancy.
Ketchup City Creative, Heinz Caper. I don't know. There's something there.
Something wrong.
There's something.
And there's a hole in the back of her studio with a shovel sticking out of it. So I'm a little worried.
And I heard Gino's out. I heard he's out. I heard they let him go. They
let him go because he was screaming. If you were here last year, he was screaming the whole way to the paddy wagon. I was framed.
And they say, if you commit a crime once, the probability of you committing it again heightens.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility he can be a serial murderer.
Gino, he could.
It's a thing.
I'd be ticked. He had to spend 30 some days in the pokey, and in the pokey, and that's not fun.
No.
3 hots and a cot. I don't care what anybody says. That's not good. So he came out mad.
Absolutely.
He came out mad.
So anybody who's just joining, we are talking about the Great Heinz Caper, Part 2, Murder on Main.
Yep.
Great name as well. And for those that haven't seen it, you got to watch the intro. Oh yeah, for those that haven't seen it, what you just witnessed was the podcast About Nothing featuring the great Kathleen Stanley. I said the great Kathleen Stanley. And we are talking about the Great Heinz Caper 2, Murder on Main. And if you guys are looking to participate, once again, go in the comment section and you will see the link right to the event link, the Eventbrite. And it's a grand time. It's a grand time.
Oh.
So you were on KDKA today.
Yes.
What was that about?
So they heard that there was a murder in Sharpsburg. and it had something to do with ketchup. They came down. They wanted to know. They gathered some suspects and pulled them into Ketchup City, interviewed the chief of police. Yeah, seriously. We told them the whole story, and fantastic. They did a fantastic job. You've got to go on Pittsburgh Today Live and watch it. In fact, we got it posted on our Facebook page.
Absolutely. I just seen it. We were trying to get it for this show right here, but at the time it wasn't up yet. But as you were coming in today to the building to talk about this mysterious murder. Yeah, see, yeah. I've seen it was posted. Yeah. So you can go on the Roots of Faith's Facebook page, as well as anywhere that this is posted, we're going to make sure we post it as well. And you guys get a chance.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, there's some really cool things. All the restaurants are really getting into it, so I'll leak out a little bit.
Come on, tell us something.
I'm going to tell you something.
Give us something.
So, love Katie's Distillery. I hear that she has created 3 sample sips that might happen to look like ketchup, that might happen to look like mustard, and might happen to look like relish. Yeah, so you could stop by and get a little tasting of all 3. I heard the Brinery's doing like a little flight board of his sandwiches.
Oh, how many locations, how many clue locations is there this year? 18.
Yep, so 18 different spots you'll go to, all businesses other than 2 murals, and you're going to collect a clue. Some you're going to play a game. We encourage you to eat while you're there. Absolutely. I don't know how you can go into the Brinery and not eat something.
Oh, it's one of my favorite places to be.
Yeah.
I mean, they have their selection on their menu is outstanding, always changing, but always great.
So
always
good.
Great. I love it.
And all the restaurants are into it. Red Hot Coffee's into it. Dancing Gnome's going to have a special drink. I mean,
this is getting big, man.
This is getting big.
So it's one of those things where you're going to all these places looking for clues, but they have, oh man, the clue may be in the product.
Could be.
It could be.
I'm not telling.
You should say something. The suspense is killing.
Listen, I mean,
the suspense is killing.
I could give you one giveaway.
Give me something.
All right, nobody else knows this, Corey, so you can't share this with anybody.
Don't say anything to anybody.
Right. I'm dropping this right here today.
Okay.
Because up until this very moment, nobody knew who got killed.
So you're going to tell us?
I'm going to tell you.
You're going to oh my goodness.
I'm
ready.
Yeah.
I am ready. Okay. Let's let them hold off for 1 second.
Yep.
For those that are watching, this is a podcast about nothing with our special guest, Kathleen Stanley. And we are here today to talk about the Great Heinz Caper. So after this commercial break, we're going to talk about who got murdered. Hello. Okay, so we're back. We're back. And so we're going to find out at this very moment. You're going to give us a clue. I was either it was that theme song or it was like what's that? What's the one that is so famous? They're in New York.
So many.
They were in New York and they're talking. It's like I can't think of it.
I know we're not talking about Ghostbusters.
Well, that's my jam.
It's my jam too.
We have to talk about how you came to the council meeting and you delivered that the Great Heinz Caper was actually coming back for round 2. We're going to get back to that after you tell us who was murdered. Because I'm interested.
Here goes. Ready?
I'm ready.
Frankie from Frankie's Sausage.
Not Frankie.
Frankie. He was found dead on Main Street.
Not Frankie.
Holding a sausage link in his hand.
Not Frankie.
Frankie's dead. Frankie is dead.
He was such a good man.
Slaughtered like a pig. That's wrong. That's wrong. Yep, poor Frankie.
Frankie took took one for the team.
Yes, he did.
Oh, not Frankie.
Found him on Main Street, but you know what? There was a clue by his dead body.
What was the clue?
I can't tell you.
Oh, no.
That's too much. I already gave out a lot of info here. Poor Frankie, he doesn't even know. You're the first to know. You and your viewers.
Oh, goodness. So, that's the first on this show.
Yeah.
We were the first to know. So if you're not watching, you don't know who the dead body is until it's released. Now, you know, if you guys are interested, because this is so interesting, to find out who killed Mr. Frankie.
Yeah, God rest his soul.
God rest his soul. He was such a great man. If you're interested in finding out who murdered this
Sausage man?
The sausage man. Then go in the comments section. Go in the comments section and sign up on the Eventbrite for the Great Caper, the Great Heinz Caper Murder.
On Main.
On Main.
Dun-dun-dun.
So Kathleen, for anybody, is there any other, I don't know if there's any other information that you want to give us?
I got the goods.
You got the goods? Give us something.
People ask me all the time, who decides? Because, you know, I could be, like, taking bribes.
That's true.
And I could. And so who decides who did it?
Kathleen, you taking that brown paper bag money?
Yep.
They dropping it off?
They drop 800 Main Street. Put that money in the bag. I will tell you who did it.
Brown paper bag money. But I'm sorry, I cut in. You were saying something?
Yeah, so here's the thing. Nobody knows who did it until mid-afternoon the day of the event. Here's what I do. I take the story, I write the story, I ship it off to this guy. He's an old Teamster fella, Jim Stanley.
Oh, Mr. Jim.
He lives by a swamp up in Pymatooning. There might be some bodies in that swamp.
No, not the bodies. You think Frankie's there?
He could be. I think Frankie's in the swamp up in Pymatooning.
Frankie might be not my Frankie.
Yeah, poor Frankie.
Oh,
but
goodness.
So this young man, he reads the story, he figures out who the murderer is, he stuffs it in an envelope, he sends it to us registered mail. We don't open it until the day of the event. So nobody knows.
No one knows who killed Mr. Frankie.
Nope. Only Jimmy Stanley up in Pymatooning. I can give you his address if you want, but I don't think I'd go.
You think he might be the murderer?
You know, he's a little scary. I'm wondering why he lives by a swamp.
Right, because, I mean, it is easy to get rid of a body there.
Yeah.
That's the true thing. So
could be alligators.
You know, me and some of the people on council, we have formed an alliance, a team, a team.
Okay.
And we're gonna put all of our resources, together to really crack this case open. Now, I believe we are the ones who are going to do it. How many teams do we have? There's 200. There's 200 tickets that have already been acquired.
Yep.
But how many can you have on a team? Is there a limit?
As many as you want.
Oh.
Yeah, as many as you want. We have one group that all they do is murder mysteries across the state of Pennsylvania. So they signed up. There's 9 of them.
Oh, I'm worried. I'm a little worried. That's all they do?
Yeah, that's it. They, in their spare time, they go around and maybe they did it. That's a little creepy if you ask me.
It's a possibility. And that's how they find joy in solving murders?
Solving murders.
Is one of their names Scooby-Doo?
Yep.
Is there a possibility one of the names is Scooby-Doo of that team?
It could be.
Because it could be them guys.
Yeah, it could be those guys.
They taught me everything I know.
I know, Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Shaggy and Delma, is that her name?
Thelma. Or am I thinking of Thelma and Louise?
I don't know, but there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Well, Kathleen, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to see these type of things happening in my town, our town.
Yeah.
And to be bringing all these people to this beautiful town by putting something like this together, it means a lot to us. And I wanted to tell those that are watching the most memorable council meeting to ever known to man or woman happened when you presented that the Great Heinz Caper was coming back. You came into the chambers with this 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 8-foot tall ketchup bottle in a bag, a brown paper bag, which we later found out was filled with actual ketchup. You walked in with theme music. You walked in with theme music. What was the theme music, Kathleen, that you were playing?
Well, it was Ghostbusters.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and there's a little hint there.
Yeah, and then you gave us the spiel of the layout of the land, of what was happening. There was a murder.
There's something strange in this neighborhood. It's a murder mystery, and it don't look good.
You didn't write you wrote a theme song?
I wrote that.
Hey, we're looking for a record deal as well.
That's right.
But you came in to the theme music, to the Ghostbuster theme song. You gave the lay of the land. You gave us the whole spill. And then, and only then, the most memorable thing that will ever happen in those chambers happened at that moment. You threw ketchup at us.
I threw ketchup at you.
You threw ketchup.
Lots of it.
Lots of it. And everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everyone got it. It was interesting. It was interesting.
Yeah.
And you didn't just throw it like, here you go, like, so you threw it.
I meant it. I like grabbed handfuls and just wailed it, and the people who were sitting there listening, I threw it at them too.
Yeah, but the best part about it was not that part. The best part about it is after you got done throwing that ketchup at us, you walked out. You walked out. You left. You didn't say bye. You didn't say nothing. You just hard right turn out the door.
Peace out.
And we all are looking at each other like, what just happened? What just happened? And truthfully, I wish we would have played the theme music on the way out. Like, that would have sealed the deal. But it was absolutely one of those moments where you just know you're in a beautiful town.
Yes.
When something like that is happening in a place like that. And we had people, there was a lot of people in that room, man. People were coming in from other places that do things with the council, and they said it themselves, and they work with a lot of communities around town. They have never seen anything like that, but it was like, but that's probably one of the most beautiful things they ever seen at a council meeting.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I love this town.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not from here. I'm actually from a little town just down the road, Sheridan. Grew up in the city of Pittsburgh, in a town that's much like Sharpsburg. And even though I live in South Fayette, Sharpsburg's my second home.
Absolutely, man. And Sharpsburg wouldn't be Sharpsburg without you.
You.
You guys do so many great things down there at Roots of Faith. It's a place where even like me sitting here today, you guys are a part of that. You know, and everything that I do, I really do. I really can say Roots of Faith has had a place and a part of my life and where I'm at today. And it's because of the services you guys offer down there, the things you do for the community.
Thank you.
And I'm really trying to butter you up so you give me some more clues. But I'm going to keep going.
That's the only clue I got.
But, you know, it's just, it's a real kiss on the cheek, man, from everyone that lives in Sharpsburg. We can talk about the stuff you guys are doing down there. So, I just want to say thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
Is there anything else, but maybe not about Heinz Caper, but is there anything else that those that are watching should know before you leave today?
So I had mentioned that all the proceeds from this benefit Roots of Faith. Mm-hmm. And Roots of Faith's been in this community for 10 years. We're celebrating our 10th birthday next month.
Congratulations.
And, thank you. And we just threw our hat into the affordable housing ring. Yeah. So we purchased our building, and we're going to secure 10 units of affordable housing in this town so that the people who love it here can stay here. And those people who live in that building will receive supportive services from us. So we'll help them with job training, financial literacy, mentorship. They'll get the whole 9 yards. And, you know, we're really excited about that. So when you come to participate in the Heinz Caper,
yes,
all the money that you bring to this town and donate to Roots of Faith helps make this town a better place for everybody.
Well, you guys have heard it here first. Thank you so much, Kathleen, for putting this beautiful event together. And for those that are watching, those that are listening, those that want to actually be a part of the Great Heinz Caper, Murder on Main. I say it like that, Murder on Main. Hopefully that got through to you. You can go right into the comments section. There will be a link that connects you directly to Eventbrite, and we're excited to have you in this town. And believe me, if you do participate, I don't know if you will solve it before I do, because I'm locked in. I'm gathering clues already. You get one day. I live here. I'm literally knocking on the door to everybody. I am calling people. I have connections. So good luck. Good luck.
Good luck to everybody. Go after that $500 prize.
Absolutely, and there's a prize, but it's really great that these proceeds go to a great cause and helping someone actually navigate the type of world that we're in today, because we know Sharpsburg is growing. There's other things that happen because of that, and we need people to make sure that the people that are here stay here, and they have the assistance. And that's why Roots of Faith is to me the dopest place alive, and one of the greatest places to ever just be at. If you're in Sharpsburg, just stop down there. You will laugh. You will laugh. It's just a good time.
Yes.
You guys have a great time down there. So thank you so much, Kathleen,
for
coming
Corey.
on. And we have a few graphics, man. There's a few things. This is the Great Heinz Caper, guys. September 21st. Check it out. And before we leave, you guys got to watch this one more time, and we're out. Can you say bye, Kathleen?
Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next Saturday.
See you then.